it's time to wear your boots. Now, I'm just kidding. It's time to do some math. You've got to work on talking like that. Welcome to the Final Wager. I'm William Weyser, and the reason why I did that is because today is exactly 9 years since I got the extremely rare and promotional Teletubbies It's Time to Wear Your Boots VHS. And I watched this for the first time, and it's pretty good. At least this is the only extremely rare and promotional It's Time to videos that does not have Lala as the boot shouter. And again, I respect all of your opinions if you like the audio for when Lala is the boot shouter. But ever since I was little, it just did not do a thing for me. Even with the shortened version or the Christmas version or with the jingles or many others. Okay, on to this game, and we have some math to do in this one. Thanks to a big daily double wager by Ken, or two in which case it worked out, and Ken said that he loved listening to Alex's voice. We all do. He is the lead with 32,800, but James made this a good game, catching up to 22,800, exactly 10,000 behind him. And Brad hasn't been doing that well. 2,000, and another daily double didn't work in his favor. So, again, this is a daily double that everybody gets to play. And Zing Zing Zingba is going to help me with the math and what he thinks that everyone should do. And same with me. So, Zing Zing Zingba, what do you think that everyone should do in the first game? Well, I think that Brad is gonna want to go all in because that's his only shot at this. My hunch is that James and Ken like this category too. So I think I could see big wagers by both of them. For James, I'd say maybe 12-2 to get to 35,000. And maybe 17-2 from Ken to get to 50,000. Okay. So, thank you, Zing Zing Zingba. And these are his guesses for what everyone's gonna do. Brad, all of his 2,000. James, 12,200. And Ken, 17,800. And Humba will reveal the results. So, Humba, let us in on what happened. Thanks, William. And as of what happened, you and Zing Zing Zingba were not too far off. Brad broke the streak of everybody getting final right on the first half of these episodes by missing final and going for everything. James got it right, still, and wagered 11,381. We all know that James wagers 11,914 a lot because November 9th, 2014, as I've said before, is his daughter's birthday. So, will you by any chance tell me what 11,381 is? Because I'd like to know. Anyway, Ken got it right, and as shocked as I was last time, he went for everything. Just wow. That's all I have to say. Thanks, Humba, for the results. So, I'm going to write down the scores for what each and everybody has at the end of the first game. So, Brad has I'm fine. So Brad has 0 points right now. James has 34,181, and Ken 65,600, beating his own record for the highest points scores after game 1. So, James and Ken are separated by 31,489. So, James needs to be ahead by well over 15,000. And Brad is gonna need to go for a whopping 32,801 to have a shot, or 32.8. And will he get that shot? Nope. And this overall performance out Brad was just pathetic. Really, really pathetic. And I'm not saying that in front of Brad's face. So, he has 1,400, Ken 23,000, and James was about to put himself out of being in contention for possibly winning his second match, but his Trudeau double paid off, and he has a huge lead with 44,000. If this were a regular game, Ken would have just barely more than half of James's total, so it's not a runaway, and it's not a runaway if James and Ken's scores were combined. And so here we go. If Ken doubles up, he'll have 46,000. We add that to 65,000, that'll be 111,600 points. And if James doubles up, that would be 88,000. Added to 34,111, that would be 122,181 points. So James is in the lead. Ken is in second place, and Brad can have up to 2,800. Just nothing that he could do. So, not much for me to do here. Well, Jumba is gonna do it anyway. So, to get to 111,601, that would, meaning that he has to get to 34,181. Well, Jumbo, what do you think is the most? Well, if James does that, he would want to go. He has to have at most 76,420, which would be the lockout. And that lockout wager is 32,420. If he misses with that, he will have 11,580, and he would have 55,580 points at most, and he would have less than Ken in that case. So I guess Ken could wager, if James wagers 0, he would have 78,181, and if Ken wagers 0, he'll have 88,600. So I would say Ken could wager 10,000. $418, forcing James to get it right and wager something. And I guess if he wants to respond to that, maybe could wager everything or double that to 20,830. 36 or 28-37, but whatever. Thank you, Jumba. And now, here are the wagers. And let's see if Ken wins this one and wins the tournament, or if James wins this one and we have another episode on the way. And Humba will tell us the results again. So Humba, tell us what happened. Yes, William. Brad wrote down what is "You're the best, Alex," which kind of reminds us of Drew Gar's "What is We love you, Alex" response, and I wonder if that one's going to go viral like the other one did. Anyway, Brad this time didn't lose anything, so he remains at 0. My mistake. He remains at 1,400, and in the first game earlier, he had 0, and he remains at 1,400. Ken got it right, and also wagered 0. Kind of interesting, but this might be interesting. So he remains at 23,000. Earlier, he had 65,600, and that gives him a two-day total of 88,600 points. So the pressure is on to James. He needs to get this right to have a shot. If not, Ken's the winner. And this put the pressure on James, who missed and went for everything. Tough luck, James. And earlier you had 34,181, and that's your two-game total. And that means that Ken Jennings is Jeopardy's greatest of all time. Congratulations, Ken. And after 15 years, you got your revenge on Brad for losing to him in the Ultimate Tournament of Champions, the Battle of the Decades, and even the All-Star Games. And about what I said on the day that James Holzhauer won the Tournament of Champions, I didn't mean to be so rude to Brad when I said to him that he needs to learn that he can't win everything. And even that rant video that I made several months ago, I'm sorry about that. And yeah, well, it had to happen to your streak, Brad. You finally lost to a human. And I know you're probably thinking that should Mitch and I be happy about this? Well, I kind of am. But I'm doing wagers and yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And if you win another tournament, I'm not going to do any more rants about this. And this is Ken's first time ever winning a Jeopardy tournament. Although he did win the Grand Slam tournament back in 2007. And if I had seen that on TV or had at least heard about it, I would be happy about it. So, thank you very much for watching the final wager for Jeopardy, the greatest of all time. And I will see you soon when I do another final wager. But as for right now, I'll see you tomorrow when I do the third to last episode of Booba, Mr. Man Week 2-parter with only 3 episodes left. Shed, Bat and Ball, and Umbrella. Which one will be picked tomorrow? You'll have to wait until then when Zumba makes his pick. Until then, may the best man win. Or in this case, he did win.